It all starts here. Welcome to Game 1 in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors taking on the Phoenix Suns. Hi, everyone. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Cloud City.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Booker guarded by Klay Thompson. Off the assist.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Leads one. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Doesn't have the touch, no good. To Thompson. Curry. Deep two there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Here's a chance from long range, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Phoenix has the ball. Rubio takes aim at Steph Curry. To Mikal Bridges. Whoa, what a finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Curry. Fires the three. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Phoenix with it. Rubio. To Mikal Bridges. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Goes to the left side. Curry. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Rubio to Booker. Here comes the screen. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, Emphatic slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Driving right to the basket. A lot of contact. No whistle. Curry. That his third three in this first quarter alone.
And the defense has to push up on the offensive player. Don't let him have clear vision of the basket.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Sends it away. It's theirs now. Deep left corner, D'Angelo Russell. His first effort off the mark. Beyond the arc for three. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
To Mikal Bridges. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Missed his first. That one goes.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Mikal Bridges. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Has a chance. Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
Fast, Ed, fast.
To Booker. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Thompson, he has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Thompson. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. So it stays with Phoenix. Booker. Gets a shot up off the mark.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Yes, Klay Thompson. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5. Long key from 3/4 court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I back with more after this. This is the first round of the West playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Golden State at the controls. Russell out. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Booker to Rubio. 4-3. Steps out and hits.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Here's Rubio up top. His guy's down big and throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Curry. Steph Curry. He's now 4 for 6.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Booker with it. Down a bundle. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Short jumper stays out.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Terrific vision. Throws it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player, pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Warriors have the basketball, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Draymond Green snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Curry. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
For 3, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Curry with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Rubio on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
A big finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Suns control the possession. Rubio. Oh, he had it. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Booker. Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Curry from long range. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Booker. Here comes the screen. Curling inside to Rubio. Tight space with the crossover. Knocked loose. Shot by Saric off the mark. Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Has a look. Deep two there. Won't Draymond Green. Putback's good. Deep three at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime.
The Warriors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Suns may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Booker. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Rubio to Booker. It was right there. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Goes to the left side. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Curry with the ball. Slam dunk.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Cauley-Stein. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. Comes up here in the third quarter. To Booker. Mikal Bridges. Has a chance. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Golden State basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. The big man, Ayton with the rebound. To Rubio. It's Mikal Bridges with the two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have.
And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Booker, defended by Thompson. Here comes the screen. Booker to Rubio. Fires the three, and the rebound belongs to Golden State. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for three. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys down big to Booker. Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. To Rubio. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Down a bundle. Jonas Jerebko pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Booker with it. He'll run the offense. To Mikal Bridges. Oh, he blocked it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. Warriors have the basketball. Sets him up. Crushes down the slam.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Fires the three. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Mikal Bridges. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Shaun Livingston. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
And counted at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's the end of the third quarter. The Warriors with a commanding lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
For three, he's not shy about shooting from out there, but he misses this time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Can't connect from in close.
There you go. Watch Mike got you right here.
To Curry from long range. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
To Crawford. Jamal Crawford. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
Possession lies with Golden State. And the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Rubio. To Mikal Bridges. To Rubio. And the rebound taken in by Thompson.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whoop, that's a scary thing to watch.
Booker's shot, no good. It's the Warriors who get the victory. They've grabbed game one of this best-of-5 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson. The NBA playoffs can be an emotional roller coaster for both players and fans. Fortunately for fans of the One and his team, they can breathe a little easier after last night's win. It's still a tough road ahead, but if they continue to approach each game like the last, then one might just be balling in the NBA Finals. That's all for now. For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson.
Welcome in, everyone, to Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs on EA Sports. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors taking on the Phoenix Suns. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They were winners in Game 1. That's critical to get that first one in a 5-game series.
And the important thing to remember here is that this is not a 7-game series. We're only going 5. So you got to bring it each and every night and play like your season depends on it.
Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Into the front court, it's Booker, just underway. Happy you're with us for game 2. Rubio to Booker. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Thompson. Fires the 3 and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Booker with it. Looking to make something happen. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
I got him. Here we go.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Curry. Green. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 3. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Leads 1 to Rubio. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Rubio into the front court. Leads just a point. Had a chance, but it's no good. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Block shot. That one's going to be out of bounds. Rubio. To Mikal Bridges. Willie Cauley-Stein. Tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And stuffs it home.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And the basket good at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Great dish to set it up. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And Stephen Curry, we say it time and time again, not much the defense could have done there.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Fires Fires the three and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
What a smart play, and Ed, with barely no traditional low-post players left in the game. You have 10 players on the perimeter. When you have a guy who's able to utilize a step back, that helps get shots over people with length.
This day and age, very rarely is there a bad shot from the perimeter. Curry into the front court. 2-point advantage. The drive, right to the back, stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. To Mikal Bridges. Draymond Green pins it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. DeAndre Ayton. Short jumper won't fall. Trying to cash in. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. To Mikal Bridges. Can't connect from inside. Another follow. Stays out.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Few do it as well. Klay Thompson.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Thompson, 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Short jumper stays out. From long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
And the rebound taken in by Thompson. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I back with more after this. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Thompson, beyond the arc for 3. Yes, Klay Thompson. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Green. off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Draymond Green with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives you out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Steph Curry. He's 2 for 2 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Booker. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Russell with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed.
Russell into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by D'Angelo Russell. Booker. Jumper's good.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Whoa, what a finish.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Rubio to Booker. He had him there for a second, and he's going to the line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Devin Booker, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Throws it down.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Willie Cauley-Stein swats it. 5 now. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. So the Suns keep the possession. Devin Booker. No good. For 3, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Slam dunk.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Crawford. Rubio. Crawford. Cauley-Stein with the rebound. to Green. Russell lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Going to launch beyond the arc, smothering D. Booker to Rubio. Aaron Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Flushes down the slam. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. To Rubio. Screen coming. Booker guarded by Klay Thompson. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Curry. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Rubio. Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys down big. Screen coming. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. To Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Thompson. Klay Thompson is going to get a chance at three here. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Hits all three free throws. It's Phoenix ball. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Driving right to the basket. Willie Cauley-Stein sends it away. Make that 7.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Ricky Rubio. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Good shot, good shot. That's me. I got ball. I got him.
Fires the 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Knocks down the 3-pointer.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the 3-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Screen coming. 4-3. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Draymond Green rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Phoenix with it. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Draymond Green sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Willie Cauley-Stein snatching it out of the air. 8 now. Goaltending. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And counted at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Short jumper won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second one as well. To Curry from long range. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Curry. Beyond the arc for 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And a throwdown.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
And count the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curry, great defense, forcing the miss. To Booker. Terrific vision. Booker. And the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. To Curry. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And that's rebounded by Golden State. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
It's the Warriors who get the victory. They'll take a commanding 2-0 lead into Game 3 of this 5-game series. For my partner, Jay Williams.
The Warriors won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Hey guys, for Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and we're paying close attention to one team in particular, whose rising star, The One, has been sparking the attention of fans everywhere. The One and his teammates took home a big win in last night's game, and while it's not the finals yet, he's showing he has what it takes to compete at playoff level. If he continues his strong play, we may just see The One truly earn his name. That's all for now. For Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez.
This series shifts locations as we get set for a big one. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, right here on EA Sports. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the back-to-back defending NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They won both games on the road, and now they need just one more to claim the NBA championship.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Warriors have the basketball. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Hollis Jefferson. Irving. And count the basket inside. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots.
Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
fast, Ed, fast.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Kevin Durant pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Irving. To Durant. And the Warriors have the rebound. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
To Hollis Jefferson. Irving. Down low Durant. Not going to have it this time. To Irving.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
4-3. His first effort off the mark. From long range. Not easy.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Durant to the basket, but he can't finish. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
And he finishes at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie with the rock. To Durant. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. To Hollis Jefferson. LeVert against Klay Thompson. Draymond Green sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Irving, deep right corner, lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Willie Cauley-Stein sends it away. Warriors come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, nice find for the basket.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Irving. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Knocked loose. Possession lies with Golden State. And finishes strong.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 12. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Taurean Prince at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. To Thompson. Spencer Dinwiddie rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Spencer Dinwiddie. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. It's Brooklyn's ball. Shot from the lane won't go. Probing the defense. To Russell. Going to launch beyond the arc. Second effort. Working the outside. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Jordan. You've got to get that one to go. To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
For 3, those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
It's good, and 1.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and 1. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. Draymond Green swats it. Jared Allen with the block. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of 1 here in game number 3. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sport. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get the...
Come on, y'all. Let's go get it.
Durant to Dinwiddie. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Russell. Lets it fly from long range. Can't fault the defense. D'Angelo Russell hits.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Russell with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Rebound taken in by the Nets. Brooklyn with the basketball. Probing the defense. No good.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Knocked loose. To Durant. Fires the 3. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And Draymond Green all in one motion. Give it to him for 3. Nets have the basketball.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Russell. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Durant across the timeline. His guys down big. The pass set it all up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Russell. 4-3. That won't go. Durant. That's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Great look and vision. Kevin Durant lets it fly. The shot almost. Golden State at the controls. Brooklyn secures the rebound. LeVert, tough matchup with Draymond Green. To Jordan. Shot from in close, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Russell. Short jumper stays out. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. They've got it now. Curry. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Brooklyn's got it.
Oh, yes, me and you, me and you.
To Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant. Green always looking for the steal. From long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Way to hit, way to hit.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Cleans the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. It's Golden State basketball. Cauley-Stein powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Steph Curry. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Durant. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. To Hollis Jefferson. They'll get it to Durant. Can't connect from inside.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Irving to Hollis Jefferson. Durant. Rebounds brought down by Cauley-Stein.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these
To Durant. Deep two there, won't go. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Curry can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 3 for 6 now.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Irving to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 4 out of 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kevin Durant has it to Hollis Jefferson. Irving to Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. To Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner here won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Short jumper won't fall.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Willie Cauley-Stein tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Irving brings the ball up court to Durant. Whoa, what a finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Durant. To Irving. Fires the three. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Kevin Durant with the rock.
I got ball. This is all me.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Now to Jordan, down low. Free throws coming up.
Just going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Misses the first.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 15.
Good recovery.
Hey, the shot game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Durant to Irving. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Alec Burks. A pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to deny the next pass away.
A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Deep right corner. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Nothing going here on that drive. For three, no good. That's great defense. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
DeAndre Jordan, huge block. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
To Curry. Just not going down. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. To Durant. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Durant. Beyond the arc for three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Nets have it. Irving to Durant. 4-3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his sixth three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
From long range, textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Curry. Man, that was a tough shot. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory. They claim their second ever championship in what was their 5th consecutive NBA Finals appearance. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.
NBA champions. It's always a thrill when you can go home having claimed the crown, but it's even better when you're a rookie and you handled your business and walked home with the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
You know, I told you at the start of the season that I thought he had it in him to go all the way.
Oh, you did?
I did. I remember saying that.
Oh, really? I remember you saying just a week ago that this was something you weren't sure he could do.
I don't remember what I said a week ago, but I know what I meant.
No, don't even try to claim that. I was behind the 100% of the time. You, on the other hand, were a doubter. Bottom line, the work, the determination, the skill set that this brother brought to the table. I knew he was a rookie who could accomplish the impossible.
I've been very impressed throughout these playoffs. Not only with his play on the court, you could see that, but you could see the work he and the coaches have put in, the adjustments they made on the fly. It's just very impressive.
I believe you now. Just don't come to me acting like you believed in him all along, because we know better.
Well, true believer or not, you can't deny he's an NBA champion.
You know,
now.
It'll be interesting, very interesting, I might add, to see how he takes this and parlays it into another championship.
Oh, you think he's going to do it again?
See right there? See right there? Right there what I'm talking about. The doubt in your voice, sifting through that esophagus. I'm telling you, don't even try it. You're still a doubter.
I would characterize myself as cautiously optimistic.
I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you again in 12 months when he probably is going to walk home with another championship. We'll see. We'll see.
you